Here we go again with some Xbox news that's going to change the way we perceive them attacking the next generation. It always feels like Xbox is trying something different or evolving into something we've never seen before. And how could we not see them that way? We've seen them completely change their first-party teams into world-class development teams, not to mention they more than doubled their first-party studios over the last 2 years. You throw in the achievements and hardware and infrastructure and you have a recipe for success. And all that hard work, investment, and success will all come together at the Xbox event in July, which seems like a lot of insiders are saying the same thing about this Xbox event. Because for the first time in what seems like years, Xbox has a chance to really steal some of the momentum that Sony's PlayStation has built with their event this past month. Not only did Sony really show a lot of content and first-party games in development, but they also showed off their next generation console. Was the show a success? Of course it was, but that doesn't mean that Xbox can't impress people when they show off their games next month. And unlike Sony, all Xbox has to do is show off their games, since we've already seen the console for over half a year now. So let's get into these leaks about the event and see what insiders are saying we should expect from this Xbox event coming in just a few weeks away. And I'll be honest, it might surprise a lot of you. But like always, if you liked the video, hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so the first leak I want to get into has to be the one talking about Xbox wanting to do mic drop moments. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this leak, especially since it was being posted by someone that has some reputable background and has leaked certain things before. And what makes this leak stand out the most is the fact that Xbox doesn't just want to make the July event all about their first-party games, but they also want to make it about the industry. Here's what the article has to say about the event. Eastman also talked about the July event, where not only the Xbox Series S should be announced, but also the Series X pricing. According to the insider, Microsoft wants the event to be a night of mic drops, revealing a lineup of games that will make all the previous Xbox lineups pale in comparison. Here's what the leak had to say directly. But from what I've heard from all my sources, July isn't about Sony. July is about the industry, and they want it to be a night of mic drops. They are going to come hard with the strategy they have been building up for years, and they want Google, Amazon, Apple, Sony, and yes, Nintendo to shaken up. So expect a series of mic drop moments, followed by the price being the key part of all of this. Now, I know that's a lot to unravel, but let's try our best to understand what the leaker is saying here. The first thing we have to discuss is the mic drop moments he mentions. First of all, to me, a mic drop moment is something that gets people excited because they didn't see it coming. You know, like Xbox had that mic drop moment of announcing Xbox 360 as a back compat feature on the Xbox One free of charge. Or when Sony went on stage and showed God of War at E3 and had an 8-minute gameplay demo that stunned everyone. Those are the awesome mic drop moments to me. But honestly, the biggest mic drop moment for me was when Xbox showed Gears of War for the first time. I remember that moment very vividly in my memory, especially since I was younger, and it instantly made me want to save up and get an Xbox 360 because of that game. So when I bring up those moments, it makes me think that Xbox is coming this July with something to prove, especially since the leaker says they want to have multiple mic drop moments. That would mean they have multiple games ready to show, and they will be showing prices for the Xbox Series X. And don't get me wrong, most of the mic drop moments in gaming do revolve around awesome new IPs being announced, or some sequels no one saw coming. And for me, the one mic drop moment will be Halo Infinite, when we finally get to see it in its full glory with pretty decent gameplay demos. But next up has to be a new IP by Xbox that no one saw coming. Not sure what it could be, but I have a feeling they're keeping something under wraps. After that, I do have to say it's going to be the announcement of the Fable reboot. I think a lot of people have heard about this game, and it's probably the worst kept secret in gaming at this point. Most of us figured that Playground Games' second RPG team is working on the next Fable game. So let's hope that game is front and center at this new July event. Now, I know there's going to be a lot more games announced at this event, but for now, let's talk about mic drop moments. And to me, those 3 games, if shown in the right light and have the right production value, could be mic drop moments for Xbox. Much like Horizon Zero Dawn was a mic drop moment for Sony all those years ago, and how it still continues to be a mic drop moment on the sequel when it was announced at the PlayStation event. I mean, the game looked absolutely stunning. Xbox need to find something to combat that. Next up has to be the price of the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S, the two consoles that will be launching the next generation. Now, I just made a video discussing how the Xbox slot card, or better known as the Xbox Series S, will be half the price of the Xbox Series X. The person that leaked this information is the same person that said all this about the Xbox having mic drop moments. Because of this information and all the leaks surrounding the price of the Xbox Series X, I have to wonder if Xbox is going to come in a lot more competitive than people think price-wise. I mean, for the longest time, people have said that Xbox will be a little more expensive than the PS5. And while that might have some merit, I think that people are forgetting just how much Microsoft cares about the gaming platform they've created. Not to mention, with Google, Amazon, and Apple trying to get in the gaming industry, it makes Microsoft want to invest even more into gaming. Because no matter what anyone says, those tech giants are the main competition to Microsoft as a whole company. So Xbox is the key factor for Microsoft to keep their lead on gaming over those huge companies. So I do expect the price of the Xbox Series X to surprise a lot of people. Either it's going to be cheaper than we thought, or it's going to be more expensive than we thought. Either way, I think the price tag of those consoles is going to be a critical factor when it comes to next generation and what company plans to dominate. But for me, the main mic drop moments for this event has to be the games, because it's been far too long since Xbox went on stage and dropped the mic on multiple huge games coming out. Do I love seeing Forza Horizon and Gears of War and Halo being announced? Of course I do. And I think those games are staples in the Xbox platform, and I never want them to go anywhere because I love playing them. But I do think they need more single-player games that a lot of people also enjoy. As a matter of fact, they don't need to be single-player games. They need to be something different, something we've never seen before, something that gets the gaming world buzzing with hype. They need to generate that type of hype Sony did with their PS5 reveal, which this insider thinks they will. Here's what Clobriel had to say about the July event. Now, I have to say, this comment surprised me because the insider has gotten a lot of things right in the past, and he does seem to have his ear to the ground when it comes to Xbox. Here's what he had to say after the PS5 event. I feel as good about the upcoming Xbox first-party lineup as I ever did. To which someone asked him, do you feel better after seeing the PS5 event? Here's what he had to say. Let me phrase it this way. If Xbox Game Studios doesn't surpass the first-party stuff shown today, there is something incredibly wrong with the positive insights I'm sharing with you for all these past years. My very own perception of things and the direction Xbox Game Studios is heading towards. Wow. Talk about confidence in the Xbox product. This is the first time I've ever seen an insider actually double down on what they've heard from Xbox. I mean, just look at that quote. He says that the Xbox Game Studios will surpass the first-party stuff that PlayStation 5 showed off. Not only is he putting his reputation on the line, but he's also saying that if it doesn't go like he thinks it will, that maybe his sources don't know much at all about Xbox. And let's be real here for a moment. Clobriel has been around for a long time and has broken a lot of insider information that turned out to be very true. One of which has to be the Obsidian Entertainment acquisition Xbox did over a year ago. So when this person says something, a lot of people, including myself, pay attention. And while I brought up the console and how it will be a vital part of the mic drop moments, Clobriel doesn't mention the console in this tweet. Instead, he talks about the Xbox Game Studios and what they will show us. And for him to be confident enough to think they will surpass the first-party outing of the PS5 showing they had, speaks volumes on what he thinks Xbox can provide us, and also what he knows what games are coming down the pipeline. And now, I've heard a couple things here and there about the event, but mostly I try to ignore that because I never claim to be someone that knows all this insider information. Instead, I like to see what's being said and what's being announced, or what demeanor certain companies take when they get closer to announcing something. And right now, the demeanor Xbox has is very confident. They talk about the Xbox Series X knowing it's the most powerful console on the market. They invest a lot of money in their first-party studios, and not to mention, they've been building towards this next-generation console for the last 3 years. Not only making the best piece of hardware around, but also developing the best software around so they can provide their developers everything they need to make great games. It's something I've noticed over the years, and it's a big reason why I feel very confident in the Xbox brand. Let's hope this July event is going to knock it out of the park, because right now, this is the moment Xbox has to come out and grab the attention of all gamers. No more waiting till the next event, or no more saying, hey, we have this coming next time, and I can't wait to show you what we didn't show. Show us what you have and make all gamers that are on the fence about the Xbox Series X actually want to get one. Either way, this July event can't get here soon enough. As a gamer, I can't wait for this next generation to finally kick off. But enough of what I think about all of this. Tell me what you think about all of this. Do you think this Xbox July event is a make or break for them? What mic drop moments do you think the leaker is talking about? What would be a mic drop moment for you? Do you think Xbox Game Studios is going to finally show us what they have in development over the last several years? What first-party studio at Xbox are you most excited about? Do you think we will get the price of the next generation consoles? Will this event surpass the PS5 event we just saw? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. Currently, I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. I played it all because of the new update that came out. I'm loving the ghost ship battles and everything that goes with it. I mean, I just keep coming back to this game because my buddies love it and so do I. So I recommend you guys go check it out. The game has changed a lot over the years. But mainly, I've been playing The Last of Us Part 2. I beat The Last of Us 1 about a week ago, not even a week ago, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the characters, I loved everything about it, and The Last of Us Part 2 is high quality gaming. If you're missing out on this game, trust me, go play it. It's very fun and great production quality. This is a AAA game if I've ever seen one. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.